Hello, thank you so much for joining me once again. My name is still Brian, this is still my channel, and today we are continuing once again the story of Scarlet Hollow. This is, I think the first visual novel that we've done on the channel, and still probably my favorite. Just been very intriguing, gotten to know and love the characters, the story. It has been a little bit interesting though, because like they started with something that was like really horror adjacent in the killing of the farmer, who I think his name was Duke or something like that, in like chapter 1, and then there hasn't been a whole lot of like horror since then. That said, this is a horror-based game, so I want to give you the same warning that the game gives me every time I open it up, which is may not be suitable for all audiences. General content warning if you are uncomfortable with horror-related things. Maybe not the stream for you, but at this point we're like 5 episodes in, so I feel like you're probably pretty used to it if you've been watching my channel. Last time around, I know we did not do a whole lot because I had a little bit of a sore throat and I wanted to kind of, one, wrap things up before it got any more sore, and 2, if I remember correctly, we were about to launch a kind of ghost hunting expedition, and I figured that might make a good set piece to start an episode of its own. So, we're gonna do that, and that is kind of a ghost hunting expedition, I think, for the father of the person whose leg broke in the mine? Actually, I think they had to amputate her, come to think of it. But anyway, that person from the mine. And then the other thing that we did that's like of major importance is we visited the mayor of Scarlet Hollow, who, as far as I think I predicted earlier, did in fact turn out to be a dog. So Gretchen, our Southern Belle dog friend, did not like the mayor, but we managed to get some conversation with him. And we also discovered somebody else who shares that ability to speak to animals. So I'm curious if that comes into play at all. But with all that in mind, we're going to continue the story. So, we're going to leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. You find yourself in front of what must be Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. Wait, Kanika, before we go in there, you told SNOWYNERDY about Reese's situation, right? What, his art? Oh, the illness thing. No, we've been a little busy for small talk, with all the scary events going on. God, this has been such a long week already. Well, like Stella said, Reese has an illness, and Dr. Kelly's really serious about it, so please don't make her mad or she'll yell at us. The door swings open. Is this somebody that we've, seen before? I'm not sure. Hey! Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages! You must be SNOWYNERDY, right? Stella told me you were coming. My goodness gracious! There's something that smells terribly off about that boy! Get away from my Stella, you fiend! Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? Oh, is that is that a woman or a man? Either way. I knew you'd show up early. Stella, and you brought another guest. And the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. I always have some of those easy-chewed dog jerky stashed away. The gall! The gumption! This is a violation of my rights! But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? I might just make her, very tired of the whole situation. Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. You keep her safe from that monster, SNOWYNERDY, you hear? You don't let a feather of harm fall on my darling Stella. Dr. Kelly quietly eyes you while the three of you wait. I mean, I'm gonna use the abilities that I have. So Gretchen called you a monster, Reese. Any idea what's up with that? No clue. She's never liked me. Reese doesn't do well with dogs. Now come on in. Let's get this over with. Follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you wandered into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are ya? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. Alright, so we're going downstairs, making your way towards the basement stairs. This is the basement of a tortured artist. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Oh yeah, this is a little bit unsettling. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense. Kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Yeah, it's mom. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. So Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple days? Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but, you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts about the ditchlings we've been seeing? Or at least the ones that we saw once and did not see again for, like, the rest of our series so far? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Oh, that's not good. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they look like something out of your nightmares? Okay, so this guy said he was sick, right? Ditchlings show up where there's about to be disaster. So, I have a feeling Reese is not long for this world at this point. Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. Oh yeah, those are ditchlings. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. What do you think is going on with Wayne? I forget who Wayne is, and apparently he doesn't know. Who? You know the guy? Oh, that's Wayne. Yeah, the guy who's been following SNOWYNERDY around being all ominous. Oh yeah, that's Slasher Creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything's probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow's on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella and the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I hope so. But the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me, personally, if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. Oh, dang. There's so many options. What are you sick with? Yeah, I'm coming in right with that one. Jesus, no, you're coming right in with that one, huh? We don't have to talk about your illness, Reese. It's okay, I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is gonna be. If the ditchlings are showing up because he has, like, AIDS or something, we need to know about this. Haha, you're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time. No one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So, I've done my morning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese. I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys. But you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. Surely there must be something the doctors can do for you, even if it's just helping you deal with the symptoms? The doc upstairs has consulted with a lot of specialists. I've tried a lot of medications. Sure, some have been able to alleviate symptoms, but they always come with their own fun side effects. It wound up being a question of picking which set of discomforts I wanted to deal with. I settled on constant nausea and vomiting and a persistent itch I can't scratch. It's manageable. As long as I can still paint, I don't care. And hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it's just weird, like this. Beast pulls on the skin of his arm and stretches unnaturally. See, he does it because it's sick. I do it just because I don't have any muscle. Hyperelasticity. Kinda cool, right? Whoa! Does that not hurt? Nope, it feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. You're right. Real Goya Black Period vibes, with a healthy dose of Beksinski. Is that a real artist? I need to look this up. Give me a moment to look up Beksinski so I can have that on speed. Okay, Polish apparently. Yeah, I could see that. Kind of going with like the dystopian Goya Saturday and the Sun kind of deal. Thank you, I think. Yeah, yes, that's a good thing. Then thank you, I really appreciate it. To be honest, I don't know much about art history. It's not exactly a popular subject in tiny K-12 rural schools, so my arts education was lacking. I'm working in the dark as far as influence. And you're doing great, man. You know, you could gain a real following if you ever posted these online. Just saying. Nah, I think I'm okay sticking to sparsely populated late-night live streams. That's all the social media I can handle. I don't know how you do it, Stella, having to exist in front of all those people all the time. Knowing some version of you lives in their heads, knowing they expect something out of you that you might not be able to give them. Okay, but if the only time you ever put your art on display is live stream during school hours, when am I gonna be able to see what you've been working on? Tell you what, when I die, I'll leave you my paintings, then you can see them all. Maybe they'll be worth millions, since I'll be dead. I'll be able to rest easy knowing someone has retroactively given my life value. Man, this guy is dark! If you need someone to pose for your paintings this week, yeah, let's volunteer. That's so kind of you to offer. If you're okay with hanging out at weird hours, I'd love for you to come by and sit for me. It's been a long time since I was able to draw anyone but myself, and I'd really appreciate the company. Alright, what else have we got? Your mom is scary. I feel like she used to be less scary, but maybe I was just oblivious as a teen. Speak for yourself. It's possible she's gotten a bit of an edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she is a little harsh, she means well. She's just looking out for me. I'm not gonna flirt. I'm focusing on flirting with Stella, or at least trying to. She's kind of hot. She's probably doing her best. Are you sure it's not just that I did something wrong and she's never forgotten it and will hold it against me until the day I die? Actually, Kanika, I think she admires you. She says you have a good work ethic and she has a lot of respect for people like that. Really? She really said that? Whoa, then I can't imagine how mean she must be to people she doesn't like. I think she's usually nicer to them. That's how you know you've really messed up. What about me? Does she say things about me? Do you really want to know? Well, when you say it like that, no. I'll just keep imagining us as very good friends. So if we go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K-12, as we have already noted. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks, and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Yeah, that's something that has always been really interesting for me in particular to just think about. It's something that, like, I was considering a while ago, like, the number of people who are just friends because, well, quite frankly, their parents boned down at roughly the same time span, and they happen to come out at the same time and be at the same school system. Like, that is just very wild to me. Anyway. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at me, you'd think I'd rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here. Though, to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. That's quite a movie collection you got, hasn't it, Rex? Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shi no Chi, Death Blood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Damn, I would usually be down for that, but we gotta head over to Oscar's after this. We promised we'd ghostbust his place. He's apparently been dealing with a bat haunting. And I feel like we should really be there for him considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. I'll take a rain check on that movie though. Yeah, we'll definitely come by for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night. Same goes for SNOWYNERDY. I should probably work tomorrow, but I can close up early. Want to come ghost hunting with us? Oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. I mean, I'm guessing no, but worth offering. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. You just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. Make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table! Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. I'm allergic to soap and can't wash my... I'll go wash my hands. No use saying anything here. It's probably just best to just silently comply. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. I just wanted to wash my hands. How? Is that an unreasonable request? Why can't I just... Oh, whatever. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air, and you feel strange. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. I'm gonna see if there's any options that aren't open the door, but I think we might need to open the door. I'm just going to say, which open the door are we picking here? Yeah, we're opening the door. I do not like this door and do not want to open it, but which open do we want to go with? Let's pick this open. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. If this kills us immediately, that's gonna be annoying. What do you think you're doing? Okay, good. Well, looking for the bathroom? I mean, I was. So you passed by the open door that's clearly a bathroom and went snooping around? Come on, get washed up, everyone's waiting on you. Return. I guess I'm returning to the door. I don't need this. Okay, I'm fine. Okay, thank you, Dr. Kelly. Drag me away from... Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanks you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Dinner's already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce glance. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. She's the town doctor. This dinner might be a good opportunity to question her about recent events. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. Have you ever heard of factitious disorder? Factitious disorder? Of course I have. I went to medical school. Of course, going to medical school doesn't necessarily mean you're good at medical stuff. Just means you were there. You know, there's that old joke about like, oh, what do you call the person who graduated at the end of the bottom of their class in medical school? Doctor. You know. Anyway, what's factitious disorder? Silence falls over the dinner table. It's where someone pretends to be sick or makes themselves sick on purpose. Or does it to someone else? Oh! Am I accusing her of Munchausen by proxy? What's going on here? Oh. Great dinner rolls, Dr. Kelly. I didn't make them, I just put them in the oven. The silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody's making eye contact with anyone else. Let's start with the danger that feels most imminent. Lot of options here. Oh my gosh, so many options. Have the police contacted you about Duke's body yet? Last I heard, they still haven't found it. Body? I was under the impression he was just missing. No, Duke, he definitely died. I saw the footage. And I saw it for myself, in person. So did SNOWYNERDY. He's not missing. How the hell did that happen? Stella said it was those things in the woods, the ditchlings. They made him misfire. Ditchlings? Oh, I see. This was for one of your videos, huh? Reese, you should know better than to lend any credence to Stella's little cryptozoology stories. I don't doubt that something happened to him, but I'm sure there were no little ghouls involved. I've seen them, Mom. Outside my windows at night. They're real. You don't have to talk to me like I'm a kid. I might be sick, but I'm still capable of reason, okay? Are you sure they aren't just raccoons or... Stop. Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going down in Scarlet Hollow. The tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while SNOWYNERDY's still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever gonna change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over... Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it! I knew it! I knew this would be too much. Damn! If I'd only have one opportunity to question the doctor, I might have picked a different question. Everyone get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. Oh, okay. Don't think I don't know, or don't think we don't know? Don't think we don't know. Let's go ahead and share the blame. Don't think we don't know something is up here. Yeah! Wait, do we? I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. The three of you will rush to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Factitious disorder. Do you really think Reese's mom is making him sick? If she is, I swear to God, she wouldn't. It's just so horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kid and for so long? No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. Let's talk about the door. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It felt like I was forced to try and break into the clinic. Forced how? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like that carving in the pit last night? Before you had that seizure, it was kind of like you were hypnotized. I wasn't there, but I guess I'll take your word for it. Word on it? Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot happened last night, but the whole thing was very trance-like. I guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. And it'd probably be dangerous. The last time you saw one of those things, you had a seizure and almost died. It's not like Dr. Kelly's gonna let us visit anytime soon. I don't think we have to worry about steering clear of her private offices. Let's lean into her hiding something. You're right, this is fishy. I feel like maybe my fear of that woman is more justified than I thought. She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We can probably just go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight's going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Your thoughts jump to the ghost books you've read over the years. So often, the ghosts in stories are metaphors for something else. Are real ghosts metaphors too? Let's enter the library. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey Oscar, you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in a library, it's against the rules. It's after hours, rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Was this the dad? What was the voice I did? Hey, you're just in time! Rosalina's situated in the back room. Alexis is gonna keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. I'd love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How is she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Alexis has been by her side non-stop. She's a really good friend. Rosalina and I are both lucky to have her right now. Okay, so I think saving Alexis in the mine is what allowed this. Like, it was either let Alexis die or let them amputate Rosalina's leg. It was probably going to be one of the two. I'm glad she's back home at least, and we'll be able to get her back into a real home in no time. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies, and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. And you've got your specter sniffing compatriot at your side too. This nose can sniff out any ne'er-do-well we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug-out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Oh god, what was the voice I gave for this guy? Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you could make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing, always happy to offer a hand or two. I hope you aren't taking this as seriously as everybody else. I need someone else to be rational with. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone, y'all really covered all your bases. Oh no. Hey, I'm as rational as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were there? I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. There could always be some rational, non-supernatural explanation to what I saw last night, like aliens. Oh yeah, I could see that. Nope, no way, we're not going down that route. It was just a mine collapse. Sure, we all got a little riled up in there, but the knocking is just what happens before a mine collapse. There's nothing supernatural or extraterrestrial about that. What if it was a buried spaceship rising from the ground and disturbing the mine, causing the collapse? Gotta keep an open mind, that's all I'm saying. Oh, that's a good one. I'm writing that down in my notes. Can't rule anything out. You're all messing with me, aren't you? Never. Oh gosh. Yo, don't rush off ghostbusting without Zane. No way was I gonna forget your promise, Stella. I'm trying to remember all these voices. I gave these people voices like a month and a half ago. Zane, glad you can make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday. I'm just going to do I think I do like a surfer dude for him. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. I think that's good. Now, let's go mess with some ghosts. My, oh my, this certainly is a lot of humans for one little old ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and that whatever foul creatures lurk in the shadows choose to prey on someone else. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and... That's everyone! Wait, what about Tabby? What about her? She's not here, let's get started. I guess she can catch up to us once she gets here. Well, if y'all are itching to get started, it's through the back. Follow me. Who's Pixel? Hey human, kick ghost ass, okay? All my stuff in there. I don't know. Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for almost a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she was really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yo. Rosalina, you're not supposed to be out of bed. I'll let Oscar handle this. Let the parent of the person with 3 limbs take this one. I've done enough resting, and it's not like hobbling around in the library is any different than hobbling around our house. I miss being there, I miss feeling home. Let the pup come, it's best to give her the chance to face her obstacles head on. Take it from an old soul like me. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all, just take it easy until you're more healed. Yeah, I've gotta learn to walk around eventually. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds. And our house is just 1 story, it's not like I'm climbing Everest. Oscar sighs. The answer is no, Rosa, you need to rest. As if. Got any I can't get any rest in that creepy little back room. I want our house back, I'm coming with you. Creepy? Since when do you use language like that? And we have this taken care of, nearly half the town is here to help. What are you gonna do, old man? You can't stop me, I'm injured, remember? I'm not that old. You better turn around or I'll ground you. Dad, I'm pretty sure I'm as grounded as I can get. And I'm fine. This doesn't even hurt. I don't feel anything. That's because you're on painkillers, Rosa. It doesn't mean that. But Rosalina ignores it. Grimacing but confident, she hobbles forward on her crutches. Oscar says and does nothing to stop her. Okay. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. You can imagine long winter nights reading by the fireplace without a care in the world. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. It's just down the hall. Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Oh! Ghost hunting with maximum number of participants. I wonder if there was like... I wonder how many wouldn't have come. Like, could I have gone on a path where it was just me and Stella? I don't know. Hold it. You're not taking my cousin along on any more of your little hijinks without me. Tabby! Can't believe you had the audacity to give me the slip earlier today, Snowy Nerdy. After I explicitly told you asked you not to, at least you did me the courtesy of letting me know exactly where you'd be tonight so I didn't have to waste my time looking for you. Great, she made it. Wow, Snowy Nerdy, you really brought the whole gang together today, and I got an achievement for it. Let's go! I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know? Yeah, I know. We all know. Snowy Nerdy, what made you think inviting her was a good idea? She's my cousin. Yeah, we're trying to bond. Deal with it. You don't see me inviting Miles to stuff all the time. Just because you're family doesn't mean y'all need to be friends. A lot has changed in high school. Maybe you two could be friends if you tried. Tabitha and Kanika eye each other suspiciously. The mutual disgust in their eyes tells you that Stella is not correct. But maybe now you can ghost hunt on opposite sides of the room. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. I'm glad I didn't stay in the same town with all the people I went to high school with. No wonder small towns have so much drama. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Oh dear, could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? Yeah, Gretchen was just pointing that out, you idiot. Can't understand what Gretchen is saying, come on. It sure does, I definitely feel that. Same, I've got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot? I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Let's lie. No. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Alright, let's go full Scooby-Doo. Alright, gang, I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Let's see who this really is. Is Oscar's house really haunted? It's an interesting achievement. I'm not sure about that one. Like I said, I just wanted to take inspiration from Scooby-Doo. Sure, me and my cousin can search the least dangerous room, like a bathroom or a closet. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would go. Ghost or no, splitting up is always a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you're probably right. We discover a ghost here, we should all discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Yo, once we find the ghost, how are we gonna get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasm. And if worst comes to worst, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? Ouija boards are toys. The only power they have is scaring kids at slumber parties. That sounds like fun to me. We might as well try it, right? What's the worst that could happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence? Sounds like a win-win. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. That feeling again. Like the mines. Like the door to this clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Do you mean this massive blood stain? It stinks to high heaven. Yeah, that's gotta be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Oh, good idea. This is not Gretchen. Never heard of a bleach activated ghost before. You don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Whatever. How was I supposed to know that? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Let's mention Gretchen. Gretchen says it's a blood stain. Gretchen says? Ghost blood. Or it's just a rusty pipe leaking all over your floor. I think that'd be a bigger problem than what Snowy Nerdy and Stella are suggesting. I don't know, ghost blood sounds pretty intense. Have y'all tried ripping up the carpet to see what's causing the stain? The government owns this house. There's no way I'm leaving a big red stain in their carpet. I made sure it's pristine every morning. Besides, I always kind of assumed it was ghost blood, which it is. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Kanika is obviously right. Did it really not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? What if there's something written under there? Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise after all. Oh, I hit right click. I meant to hit left click. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Oh, trap door. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch, the floor around it stained in reddish brown. Oh, what if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here? A hatch! Let's point out what it is. A hidden hatch! This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, alright. We've got a basement chock full of ghosts, I can just feel it. Still no readings though? None of the equipment has made sound. Of course not! You'll know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's as simple as that. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Well, you tested it wrong. Sorry, I tried to, do both at once. It can't be blood, right? Kanika's right. You've got a muddy floor, and that's why it's so cold in here, too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations. We solved your ghost problem. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room, and I need to know what's down there. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Yeah, that's why.
Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice.
I'm going for it. Oh! You come into Oscar's living room. Can't tell what time it is and your friends are nowhere in sight. This building feels colder and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic as though you were in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. The effect is heightened because, like, not only did the music stop in the, like, in-game audio, but I've had my dishwasher running for the last, 45 minutes or whatever it's been, and it just finished as well, so, like, all the noise. It's very creepy.
How did we end up back here? Where is everyone?
Did we pass out again?
Was there a gas leak in the basement or something?
Some friend Stella turns out to be. She keeps some weird family thing. Because it was her, right? We also fainted in the mine together. Is fainting some kind of weird family thing? Is there a genetic condition I need to be worried about?
Not that I'm aware of. Nothing like this has happened before you got to town. Who knows what sort of nastiness was festering in that basement?
Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it.
Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must just be misremembering things. Let's go.
No, you're right. There shouldn't be a door there.
Clearly, whatever was in the basement is just messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of the door.
Two of you cross the hallway and open the door. Uh-oh. Something isn't right. Yeah. No shit, something isn't right. What's that? Is that like a Venus flytrap in the background? It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Tabitha, please tell me I'm not the only one seeing that scratchy shadow in the distance, the one that my cursor is pointing at right now.
You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time?
Ooh. Do you see that creature behind the thorns? It's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. Oh no, ditchling.
Ew.
Oh, I initially read that as punch Tabitha to see. Let's pinch Tabitha anyway. You reach forward and pinch your cousin.
Oh, hey, what was that for?
You suddenly remember you're supposed to pinch yourself to see if you're dreaming. Tabitha glares at you. No, let's pinch her again. Come on.
There's gotta be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. Wait. Do you hear music?
Ah! Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Oh, is this like zombie Stella?
Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property?
Bark, bark! Woof! Bark!
Huh?
Is this what ghost hunts are usually like?
Stella knows more about that than me. Right, Stella? Did you say Eddie?
No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edward Dean now. I'm not a child anymore. Oh. So it's like a possession case then. Oh, this is... See, this is the kind of horror that I was saying we did not get a lot of at the start of the game. This is really the... This is why I saved this all for this episode. Okay.
Edward Dean? Eddie? You've got to be kidding me.
Stella, are you okay? You don't look so good right now.
You're just pranking us, right? I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have showed up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do.
Oh, I'm gonna save this here, because I am getting unnerved. And then let's play around. I'm not scared of Father.
Oh, okay, what is this? Some kind of scene? Wow, great job. You got me. You can stop now.
Arf, arf! I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Okay, so it's possession. It is an old member of the Scarlet family. And this is World War II era. We are narrowing this down here.
Shut up! Shut up!
How do we snap her out of this?
I don't know. Is there a bucket of water somewhere? You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it.
I'll get you out of here, Stella. I promise. Oh no! She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. Come on. We must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. Oh no! I can't leave Stella behind. This is why I saved the game. If we die, we die, and we can reset. But we're going after Stella.
Absolutely not. We are not being drawn deeper into this weird garden, greenhouse, whatever it is.
She yanks your arm, pulling you back the way you came. Oh, well, never mind.
Where did the annex go?
Alright, just open the door. Let's go. Step forward and open the door. Ooh, okay. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined.
Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help.
God, please let this call go through. Oh yeah, the phone will definitely work. Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect.
Hey, it's...
What? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID?
Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm...
Your cousin is cut off by the dial tone of the disconnected call.
Great. She couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own.
Ah! Junior, pack your things! Quickly, hurry! Okay, so... something is going on here. Sorry, I'm kind of theorizing as I play this live. Well, I mean, I'm not live because I'll have recorded this onto my channel, but, you know, as I'm playing this, I'm theorizing at the same time. So, it seems like everyone who is not a member of the family is getting possessed by people who are descendants of the family. So I'm guessing the only reason why we have not been possessed is because we are members of the family. Okay.
Jesus! Rosalina, you scared the shit out of me. Maybe we should run him out on a rail too? Make an example of the whole family.
Let's see. Oh gosh. Charlotte now Junior. Okay, I'll pack real good. I'm gonna keep playing along.
We're gonna have to do...
Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time.
They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather with little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Oh. The ghost is showing us its memories, isn't it? It's trying to communicate with us. If she weren't possessed, Stella would love this so much.
Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing.
Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours?
Wonder if we should be paying attention. Again, I'm gonna go with the talent that I picked. I wonder if we should be paying attention to the symbolism in these rooms. That bleeding the land portrait on the wall might be a good place to start. And the pickaxe is probably emphasizing this place's connection to mines.
You can have fun doing that yourself. Trust me, boy. The coppers ain't coming here tonight.
And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too instead of lazing around this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that! Don't talk to me like that, woman. I called the shots. Now get out unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. I think there's definitely more to this ghost than just the mind collapse. We're still missing a lot of the story here.
What more could there possibly be? We get it, ghost. You have trauma. But I've got some news for you. We all have trauma, and most of us don't use it as an excuse to trap people in some kind of psychedelic funhouse. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new friends, even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Okay, so wait. So Stella and Gretchen we've gotten. Now we've gotten Alexis and Rosalina. So we're missing. Who are we missing? We're missing Oscar. We're missing Zane. We're missing Avery. Is there anyone else we're missing? Oscar, Zane. Oh, and Kanika. We're missing Kanika as well. So those are the ones that we were waiting for. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. We're in hell. We both died, and we're in hell. So there are so many ditchlings. Look at that. Look, all of those are ditchlings there. Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we know? We know that we can't leave, and we know that we are not possessed, at least as far as we can tell. And whatever we saw in this room, at least, happened right after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. Who did you call on the phone earlier? Friend of the family. Not that it matters, though. The call didn't go through, so we're on our own. There's so many ditchlings here. Yeah, there are. Those things are horrible. No wonder you were too scared to come back to the estate on Monday. Alright, you're right. There's only one way to get to the end of this, shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. Alright, who we got next? You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to stand and step into the void. You're outside, and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. We've all had that feeling. Ugh, what magic words do I have to say to get you to let us go? I'm sorry, okay? Whatever my family did to piss you off so much, I'm sorry. Ah, there's Kanika. You poor dear, I've been keeping track of you scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? And Miss Edwardine was Stella, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, these scenes are out of order. This one must be after the garden, after the garden and after the collapse. That's exactly what I was thinking. This has to be after he met back up with Edwardine. Okay, do I have like a journal or something that I can use? No. Okay. And, one over. Okay, so I do have these. So I'm just looking at the, like, dialogue from, what's your name? Stella. So, can't to reason, my brother was sent to Normandy, I have responsibilities. Which I can say the same. You absolutely shouldn't have shown up here. Okay, this is really weird. Wait, what am I doing? I refuse to get invested in figuring out this weird little puzzle. I don't know if they're gonna ask us to, like, do anything to solve it, but I'm trying to, like, keep mental notes, and they're not very good mental notes. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts, just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? So Edwardine and Charlie. Let me just spoil it for you and say it doesn't work out. Our great-grandfather's name was not Charles. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold on her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? Has there been some kind of theme with the possessions? Like who's playing what role? Stella was Edwardine. Rosalina seemed to be the guy's mom. Alexis was some angry townsperson, and Kanika some nosy old lady? There's a pattern here, I'm not seeing it. Huh. Okay.
You're starting to get into the puzzle, aren't you?
What? No. I'm just concerned about us getting us out of here.
The powers at work are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here, then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Kanika mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. Okay, let's see here. Okay, symbolism in this room. We've stuck on symbolism before. The flies on the flowers could symbolize something that looks like it should be sweet, but is actually rotten. Oh, I like that. Do you know what some of this other stuff is?
No.
And I don't see how that helps us. It's obvious that no one should trust this lady. I mean, just listen to the way she talks. I don't need a fly-infested flower to tell me something is up with her. That's where you'll find them. You need her there, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. Tabitha's eyes.
Okay, let's find the way out. Unless you have any ideas, I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end. Or until we die, whichever.
Before the two of you can leave, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay.
Wayne! There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites.
Okay, so Wayne is, I think, trying to help.
Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they?
Once again, I will save it. I'm taking up a lot of save slots because I'm probably gonna die. Let's talk to him. It seems like he wants to help. How did you get in here?
You say that like it would be hard. Creatures like this are all smoke and mirrors. No substance, no real power, just enough to keep you both going in circles.
Tabitha grabbed your arm, her grip tight and nervous.
We're getting out of here. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, SNOWYNERDY. I don't think that girl is any good for you. Stella, was that her name? Seems she's skilled at finding trouble. Maybe I should pay her a visit soon, if she makes it out of here alive.
Uh-oh, that's not good. Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling you along. Stella? Okay. Tell me now, did you kill Sam Wayne?
Absolutely not. I'm telling you the truth, and please stop asking. And if you see that thing again, just ignore it. Or better yet, run away. Now come on. If it got in here, there must be a way out.
That is true. Okay, the two of you step out from the brush and into a long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. Ah, here's Zane, I think? Did you ride into a tension blocking way?
I'm afraid it doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now.
Oh, Oscar. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. I'm sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So this is the dad play dad, that's true. No, I'm gonna keep going with the book smart. Maybe, most of this room doesn't need much to explain, but what's up with all the rails? After the collapse, Charles Shaw was run out of town on a rail. There was a mural of it in the library. Okay, and then the goat portrait back there is what the wounded lamb from the room with Rosalina grew up to be. Same as the goat head in the garden. As in Charles Jr. Charlie. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. So the goat portrait... Okay. Goat head in the garden. Charlie. Yeah, that seems to sum it up. Jeez, I feel kind of feel bad for the guy. Ugh, that's exactly what it wants us to feel, isn't it? Oscar looks so small and pathetic in that bed. Damn it, Junior! How many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back! Oh, what bullshit. Something on your mind? It was Charles Shaw's fault. That's just a fact. Is that a fact, or is that what you've been told?
It's in the history books. It's a fact.
You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still, they destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. Okay, so the ghost is now telling us it's unfinished business. And what's this thing in the background? Was that there the whole time? I'm just now noticing it, and I am unnerved. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back out there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. Okay. Is there anything that'll help us solve the mystery here? Do you think that's why he was getting close with Edward D?
I don't know. Guess it's possible, but it doesn't look like it panned out.
Damn it, boy! I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back and at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for. Once again, I will save because I don't know which decisions are going to be important. I promise. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with it.
This ghost is so full of it.
Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow. I'll follow. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both all of it and all of you. Oh, this weird skull thing is still following us.
Climbing up the trellis again? How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten sloppy, you should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave.
Where's Avery? Is that him? Is that him? What's going on? Okay. I'd like to see the old man try.
No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies. Like you, Charles Shaw.
The castle, the goat knight, and the unicorn are the estate, Charles Jr., and Edward Dean, I'm guessing. But that's definitely not her behind those bars.
No, definitely not. A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now, it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little trysts bore fruit. And oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out.
Tabitha's eyes go wide. But if this is the estate, is there a room with bars on the window?
Shh, let it talk. I think this might be important. You know you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside, you'll be able to hear me through the door just fine.
The world around you swirls, and you and Tabitha find yourselves pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. This is definitely supposed to be the estate, but I can't tell how much of this is real and how much is metaphor.
Stop talking, you might miss something. That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now.
Tabitha told me to remain silent, so I'm gonna remain silent.
You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. But if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there?
I will keep remaining silent.
Ah, you've been talking to the witch then. How very interesting.
Oh, there's Stella! Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it.
Stella!
Eddie, what the hell is going on here? How does it know that? Oh, Stella's out again.
This is too much. I just want to go home. Do you feel sick? I feel sick. What was the deal with that room? You heard what it said. It was some kind of prison. Why are you asking me like I know? Let's just keep going. Come on, the quicker we get through this, the quicker we'll be out of this ghost place. Hopefully.
You and Tabitha walk after Stella and into the darkness. You and your cousin find yourselves crouched under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the end of the table. And now we've got this weird skeleton thing here.
Ugh, I don't know why, but this feels so much worse than the last room.
Yap, yap, yap! They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. It's a gift. Take it.
Can't believe that ghost is making Stella humiliate herself like this by doing a baby voice. It's embarrassing. Oh, now they tell me baby voice. Too late.
I'll try to keep it away from my brothers so they don't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Dang, even possessed Stella's out here trying to monetize hobbies. That's the plan.
Maybe you can come with me and we can both avoid the horrible things that are gonna happen in this town.
A traveling show? And you want me there too? Oh, could we go to the towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks is the most beautiful place in the world. Remain silent, I guess. You quietly let the scene finish playing out. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean.
Well, the thing disappeared. There. Are you done now, Charlie? Can we leave?
Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Tabitha can get in another word. Oh my gosh, what is this? It's like a... Okay, so they're putting on like a weird theatrical show. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trap door in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. We're the final performers, aren't we?
We must be. Which one of us is gonna open the door?
All right, I'll open the trap door. You wordlessly step towards the trap door. It creaks open all on its own.
Oh God, this is so much worse than opening it ourselves.
You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumble through the hatch. Okay, what voice am I gonna use for him? It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. And Eddie's got the bat. We can be happy together. I guess not. Man, the art on this is just incredible. Eddie? Oof. So am I dying? Oh God, I'm actually going to be sick this time. Your cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. So, Edward Dean was a murderer. I'm sure she had a good reason. This isn't very fair, you know. We only saw one side of the story. Maybe Charlie just sucked. Maybe this has... It's not like we can get Edward Dean's perspective on things, unless she's also a ghost.
Let's hope she isn't.
Ah! Oh, what now? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Tabitha's the one you want, blame her! Oh gosh. Again, I will overwrite what am I overwriting? I might just take a new save slot. Are you talking to us?
Don't answer it.
You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please. I've been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years to pay for the years that were taken from me.
What are you saying?
My life was stolen from me.
I want some of yours.
It's only fair. No, no, it is absolutely not fair. You've got to be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit. You're on trial here, aren't you? Advocate for yourself. I'll advocate for myself. If you're putting us on trial, you need to give us a chance to present our case. I don't know if it'll help, but it gave me the option, so we're doing it. Yeah, we have rights, you know.
I think you have a plan then.
Your plan is met with silence, but silence isn't judgment. Keep talking. Oh my gosh, there's so many options. Let's see. You were told to leave repentantly, you do the risk, and we're told to stay. Overblown metaphor. You're losing sight. Oh my gosh. So I'm pitching myself at this point. So which one should I pick? Let's start with, I guess, this one. Why should the sins of our forefathers be passed on to us? Were Charles Shaw's sins passed on to you? In life, did you want to punish Edwardine and Enoch, or did you want to move on and build a brighter future together? More silence, keep going. Now I feel like following up. You're losing sight of things. Do you want revenge, or do you want justice? We can help actually right the wrongs of your past, but only if you let us go. A fresh tension bubbles up in the air. You're almost out of this. Oh gosh. I'm going to overwrite that save. I try to not be a save scummer, but in this case I feel like it probably helps. You don't need anything from us to move on? It's not these two. I don't think it's either of these. I'll start with that one. You don't need anything from us to move on. Whether you realize it or not, nobody's keeping you here but you. We can't give you closure. The jury box is pulled away as you and Tabitha are brought face to face with the spirit. It's time for your closing argument. Oh gosh. You hated the way your father destroyed your family. I like this one. This one seems like it'll lead to more of an endgame. After all these years, someone has finally heard you. We're going to find out the truth of what happened to you, and Eddie, and your child, Charlie. You can finally rest, because your burdens are now ours. Silence. This is genuinely stressful. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to be as silent as possible so the effect can like sink in. Oh my gosh. And then everything fades to black. We won the trial! Let's go! Oh my god, that was insanely stressful. This is just great. I love this. Okay, you and Tabitha come to you in a basement, a mound of packed dirt in front of you. Your friends are nowhere to be seen, though Sybil remains standing on the stairwell as if she's been patiently waiting for you to get up. Ah, the spirit is gone and the two of you are back, and both of you are whole. I have to admit that this is quite an unexpected outcome. Excellent work, SNOWYNERDY. I hope you don't mind, but I took advantage of the distraction to free everyone else. They're all outside. Take all the time you need to collect yourselves. I'll see you out there. Sybil heads up the stairs, leaving you and Tabitha alone in the basement. Huh, so that actually worked. I've got to stop picking fights with you. Oof. Okay, so we won the trial. I'm saving again. And then let's explore the shallow ground. Before you go, you decide to investigate the shallow ground in the middle of the room. Tabitha follows close behind you and watches as you dig. Charlie's mummified remains stare up at you, sad and broken at the bottom of the pit. There's another stone carving down there, just like the one we saw in the mines last night. This must have been where the map took him. Your cousin stands in contemplative silence. Yeah, I guess so. We'll see if you still feel that way in the morning. Yeah, whatever. Let's just get out of here, okay? You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. Finally, we're out of the funhouse. I'm gonna go wait by the car. The last thing that I want to do after all that is talk to people. Tabitha doesn't wait for you to respond, pushing past you and heading towards the car. I'm gonna peace out too. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Zane walks up down the road. How are we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so sore. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. And poor Rosalina. I'll make sure to bring them both some tea later. I think I have just the thing. Mom, now this is no time for tea. Jesus, the girl's lost a leg. She needs real medication. Real medication comes from natural ingredients, doesn't it? What I have to offer is no different than what Dr. Kelly would prescribe. And besides, after all you've seen, are you really so sure you have that much of a grasp on the real and unreal? That's very, like, Uncle Iroh of her. Like, I can just imagine Iroh giving this exact speech. SNOWYNERDY? Is it really gone? It was a bit of a Hail Mary, but yeah, it's gone, and I didn't have to sacrifice anything. You're too modest. It's a considerable feat to reason with a spirit like that. Can't believe you actually got us out of there. And you got our house back. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'll do my best to make it up to you. To think that ghosts are actually real. Stella's gotta be over the moon right now. Actually, wait. Where is Stella? Oh, she's just standing there by herself. That isn't like her. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's standing off by herself. Which, like, fair. That'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who'd just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. Hey, Stella, are you okay? What? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'll see you guys later. She hurries off down the road. I think she did take the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse.
Oh, gosh. I ran into Wayne in one of those rooms, and he vaguely threatened Stella if I kept poking around. Wait, are you serious? That creep threatened her? Should we be worried about her? He also crushed a ditchling with his bare hands. It was pretty scary. That's just another reason we should keep our distance. Stella's smart. Hopefully she'll be okay. There was someone else in there? But that's my house! Rosalina and I live there! Did he say anything else to you? We don't need to trouble Snowy Nerdy for any details. Don't pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day, how could I have let this happen? You actually did try pretty hard to warn us about things, Oscar. None of us took you seriously enough. Well, I should have done a better job warning you. I should have known how bad it could have gotten there. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come with us. Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were just gonna sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was gonna make us go in there no matter what. You didn't put a ghost in our house? This is not on you. I know you've both had a difficult time of this, but the storm is past and everything's worked out. Things will start getting better from here. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Yeah. It was awful. Kind of fun too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything. At least up until Sybil showed up and snapped us out of it. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. Words just came out. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I was just cold. There was another carving in there that keep giving me visions. And one of those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights? And if you and Stella are right, and there's another one in the clinic. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've all been giving you visions? This is news to me too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. Snowy Nerdy? If you have the time, I'd love to discuss these visions over tea after you had the chance to get some rest. What was it like being puppeted? They all glanced away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let that happen to them. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but shut up. I love you. You didn't do anything wrong, okay? I had no idea what I was going to say until the words were already spelling out. It was like I had no control over myself. I remember each and everything I said. It's like it was burned into my memory. You poor souls. I can't begin to imagine what you've all been through. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out, and there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger, and let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will. Thank you. All of you again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Snowy Nerdy. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. Guess it's just the two of us now. Do you regret coming along tonight? Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days, but it was also kind of amazing for that. I don't know if that makes sense, but how many other people can say they were possessed by a ghost? So you have no idea who you were? I could roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever, but I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. I guess we finally got some shared trauma with everyone now. Avery chuckles and grabs at their ribs, wincing. Yeah, guess I do, huh? I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling, and knowing we all went through it together makes it easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to set in. Which reminds me, I'd better get back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Time to wrap things up here, and I'll go back to the estate. The ride back is quiet, but not tense. Tabitha looks lost in thought as her glazed eyes stare at the winding mountain road. Thanks for coming along tonight. That place would have been a lot worse without you. I'd say that someone had to be there to watch your back, but I guess you wound up handling everything just fine by yourself. It's surprising given your track record. So I guess ghosts are real. Yeah, I guess so. Feels like people should be making a bigger deal about this. You'd be surprised how quickly people adjust to terrible realities. I'd much rather move on from what happened tonight than make a big deal out of it, and I'm sure most of your little friends feel the same way. Still, you did a good job tonight. I'm almost proud to call you my cousin. Do you trust me now? No, not really. Oh, cool. Not elaborating on that any further, you slide back into silence as the car makes its way back to the estate. You're back inside. After the events of this evening, the howling winds and unsteady creaks of the estate almost feel like a warm welcome. Well, we're back. I still can't believe we all made it out in one piece. Do you think Stella's okay, like, emotionally? She wandered off back there. I'm worried about her. She's a pest, and like all pests, she has an uncanny way of bouncing back from things. She'll be fine. I want to talk about Wayne, really talk. Here we go. Why is he following me? He's a creep stalking his ex's cousin. All the more reason to not talk to him. He's a different man now. Stay away from him. Do you think he's actually gonna hurt Stella? No. He's a creep, but I don't think he has it in him to hurt her. And I don't know if you've noticed, but Stella is irritatingly resourceful. She'll be fine. You really don't want me to talk to him. What does he know that you're afraid I'll find out? I just know him. Please trust me when I say he's bad news. Why is he all gross? He's sick or something. Probably part of why he's such a creepy weirdo now. I don't know if it's contagious, but I wouldn't rule it out, so don't go near him. Alright, I'll leave it at that. Might have gotten rid of that ghost, but I'm still traumatized. That's great. Now you're really a Scarlet. Tabitha jokes. Let this be a lesson to you, Snowy Nerdy. Alright, I think it's time for me to turn in. That's a good idea. Talk to you tomorrow. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days. That's all, and then the bus comes. Ooh. I'll just say I don't have to leave the Hollow. I could get used to this place. Maybe you won't have to leave. I guess we'll see. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow. Time to go to bed. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest, but disaster still looms over the town of Scarlet Hollow. Still, tonight was a good night, and you fall asleep with a gentle, well-earned smile on your face. Episode 4 awaits! If you'd like to stay before continuing, please do so now. So we have, I think, one full more episode, or full episode awaiting us. And then we will be able to, well, then we'll probably have caught up with the actual, like, content of the game. But this was, wow, this was a lot. Again, this has just been such an incredible story, and it's been really enjoyable. The art has been fantastic. And it's, like, really starting to draw us in now. Like, I'm genuinely enjoying this. And, like, I was looking for a general, like, choice-based story game to, like, follow up to the, Life is Strange and Batman that I did. It turns out that I've just kind of fallen into this,
I might still like do a Detroit Become Human or something like that down the line, but it feels like as far as choice-based games go, this has been a really good one. I do wonder what other outcomes there were, because we won the trial. If we had lost it, would people have died? Would we have died? That's really interesting to think about. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. This has been really a compelling story, I think. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. As always, if there are any games that you want me to play, leave them in the comments as well. I'm always interested in feedback. But for now, make sure that you are liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing with friends and enemies, checking off all those boxes you need to check off. I just want to make sure that you are staying involved, informed, engaged, and most importantly, staying cool. I will see y'all next time. For now, bye-bye!